Welcome back to Barbecue with Greg. Let's put that meat on the grill. Let's get started. Okay, welcome back, barbecue friends. Today, we got a beautiful fall day. We're here in October. A little chilly morning, but feels like a great day to do a pulled pork. Now, I'm gonna be firing up the kettle here. I'm gonna use my Only Fires rotisserie attachment. And we're gonna be doing this pulled pork on the rotisserie. Okay, again, I got my chimney starter here with charcoal. Some charcoal in the basket, because I know I'll need more than this. Put our chimney starter over that. Okay, while these coals are lighting up, let's get started. Okay, we're gonna start off with this. I got this from my local Costco. It's a boneless blade pork shoulder roast. Of course, this roast has a lot of different muscles in it and everything. So I'm debating on when I put it on the spit here. I'm thinking when I sandwich that between the two twines, it should keep everything together. I was debating on stringing it up, but we'll put it on here, see what we got, and debate whether or not we're gonna tie it up. Okay. Go through this kind of floppy part here, through the other side. There we go. Now, fitting it in between these twines here. Make sure I got this part of the meat in here as well. There we go. Put the other side on. Okay, just got this little bit here, there. We're gonna see how that goes. Now we'll season it up. Now I got a TBQ's all-purpose seasoning here. I'm gonna use for this. Okay. Nice wireless probe is nice when you're on a rotisserie. Put that in the meat. And there we have it. Ready for the grill. Okay, our charcoal's almost fully lit here. I'm gonna put our Only Fires ring on here now. Here we are here. We're just gonna set that on. We're gonna attach the motor. Plug it in. So here I got the Only Fire ring on here that holds the rotisserie. I got the rotisserie running parallel with the basket. Since we're running kind of a lower temperature than usual, I'm not gonna get this fully engaged. Plus I have some unburnt coals here. So hopefully this will give us a nice long burn. So I'm gonna dump that in now. Okay, here I got a couple pieces of cherry wood. Just gonna rest that in there. That there. There, now we'll set the lid on. I'm gonna put my vent opposite to where my coals are, over here. I'm gonna put it just very slightly open because we want a nice cooler temperature. We'll just give this grill a good 10 minutes or so just to kind of climatize, warm everything up. Then we'll put the meat on. Well, it's been about 10 minutes or so. Let's open it up, put our meat in. Okay, you can see you're using a Napoleon Grills kettle here. And of course, I got that Only Fires attachment on there. You can see I got a dome temperature of around 250 degrees. Got some nice smoke coming out of there. See, I barely got my vent open here, just a crack. Hopefully we can maintain a lower temperature. See, I got some nice smoke coming out of there. There we are. That's what I'll do. I'll put an aluminum tray right here. Just on this side. All right, let's get this started. Put our lid on. Well, I anticipate this to be a fairly long cook, so I'll check back with you when I take the next step. Okay, after about 45 minutes of cooking time, my dome temperature got well over 600 degrees, way too hot. So what I did, I pulled the pork right off, brought it in house, let it rest. It's been resting now for about a half hour or so. And I think what I'm gonna do is put it back on the grill now. I have a dome temperature now of about 500 degrees. Still warm, but we'll put it back in and we'll continue to cook. There we have it. Just that slight rest that I gave it. You can see how dark that came and that fat cap started crisping up here. Got a really hard crust there, so we'll see how this turns out. Still got quite a bit of coals there. Well, let's get our lid on. Again, I got this vent almost fully closed here, so we'll see where we go with our temperature. Well, we're back in business here. We got the meat back over the coals. Let's continue this cook. All right, this pork shoulder roast has now been on for 2 hours, 45 minutes. Of course, I did have it resting for about a half hour. According to our wireless probe, the ambient temperature is getting to about 300 degrees. So with the reaction time of adding charcoal to it, I think now's a good time. Just put a couple handfuls of charcoal in there and we'll just try to maintain 300 or just under, and we'll go from there. That should be good. All right, we're almost 6.5 hours into this cook since we started. So after we last got together, you could see I had to add charcoal a couple times, open vents a couple times, always trying to maintain that 300 degree or somewhere in that range. We are now at a temperature of 198 degrees internal, which after resting is going to carry over 203, 205. Let's open it up, show you what it looks like. Oh, this is just looking amazing. You can see how those juices just keep basting itself as it rotates. The best part about pulled pork are those crispy bits on the outside, and I'm telling you, when you do a rotisserie like this, you get all the crispy bits. All right, we're gonna take this off, let it rest. Okay, I just took that off the spit. I'm gonna bring it in the house, let it rest. I'll come back and I'll show you how it shreds apart. This is rested for about 15 minutes now. Pull the foil off here. Just smelling, looking amazing. But of course, the true test, how well does it shred? Let's get into her. Okay, right away, I got that crust on the outside. Of course, that's what we like. That's what I like. Yep. Actually, I just got to get into this here. Damn, is that good. Okay, back at her. I'd say that's not bad at all. Let's flip it over, do the other side. course, there's different muscles in a pulled pork. Different muscles are going to pull differently, but this one's a little tougher than the other one. It's about as much I'm going to get with the bear claws here. Now I like to use my hands alone. But I'm going to add some of this sweet sauce, Valerie's sweet sauce, to it. But again, having it on the kettle grill, the benefit is that crust on the outside, all that smoke flavor, just going to be delicious. And of course, all those crispy bits. Okay, now you could really get in there and just separate what you want. It's a little warm on the fingers. I only have a single layer of gloves here, but again, this can just shred apart. Okay, look at that. I say that's not bad at all. Yeah, I'd say for there being a little mishap there in the beginning, this turned out just amazing. I mean, there's a lot of naysayers say you can't rotisserie pulled pork, but I'm telling you, I can't think of another way where you get all these crispy bits in there. And it just bastes itself. I could have done a better job with my fire management there toward the beginning, but again, hopefully you learn from my mistakes. All right, let's go for the taste test here. It's not overly smoky. I thought with that fire going down and up, very mild smoky taste. Again, these bits on the outside, man, that's just packed full of flavor. If you enjoyed this cook, I appreciate you smash that like button. You want to see more of these cooks? Click that subscribe, and we'll see you next time on Barbecue with Greg.
Thanks for watching Barbecue with Greg, one of those barbecue cooking shows people watch on YouTube sometimes.